record this so I'll be able to come back and
Yeah, no, not a problem.
ask my guy, talk to my
So
installers.
what's that?
Oh, just talk to my installers now.
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, so there's some modifications. So this thing was originally 40 feet long
Okay.
and about 20-some feet tall. And so I don't have that length, nor do I have the overhead space for that.
So you want to chop it down?
So we got to chop it down and then shorten it as well. So the trick is that the way this thing is designed, there's a cantilever that comes off of it that has all the shoes and everything that I need in order to get my product up and on. So we can't do anything with one end of it. It has to stay the same.
Right.
So one of these cantilevers is going to come and attach to the end of the rack, and this is the end of the rack. So we'll choose one of these to use.
Okay.
And then we'll be able to leave it in its existing state, but I got to figure out, do some math, and figure out where I need this thing chopped off. And then we just need to put a little more structure. I mean, depends on where it is that I can get it to chop off. We just need to make sure that there's enough of the webbing structure that I don't compromise
The integrity of
the integrity of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So part of the fabric,
In this right here, these are still gonna be functioning. You're gonna use this side right here.
For now, this project is not going to use any of the hydraulics at all. So basically, all I'm looking to do is to take the two uprights. Excuse my crude drawing.
Oh no, it's excellent. It's perfect.
Yeah. So basically, we're going to lop those off, and then what I need is another cross member I-beam added to both of those at the height that I need it now.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to take these long jobbers here with this webbing, and we're going to lop it off, say at 30 feet, 25 feet, or whatever it is. The trick is, because of the overhead constraints that I have,
Okay.
I need this done in an elevated stance, because what we're going to have to do is, look, here's where the product tilts up. So one set of uprights is going to be right here. Another set of uprights is going to be parallel to it down there.
In this area right here.
In this area right here.
Okay.
In this area right here. The trick is, though, is that these new I-beams that I need put on there and welded,
Yes.
it has to be after we lift this up and slide the I-beams through here, because the new I-beams, this is going to set on top of it. Instead of using the cables and all of that kind of stuff, this
It's just gonna lay on the I-beam.
on the I-beam. So basically the I-beam come across like that.
Right.
Yes, and then so my guys are going to have to lift it up with the heister, get it in place, get the I-beams up in place, or the uprights up in place. You guys throw the I-beams in there, put it, clamp it, do all your stuff, and then be able to weld the I-beam in the elevated position.
Yeah.
So then I can set this stuff down on top of it.
Copy.
Yes. And so there's a little bit of a coordination well, when do you guys come and do the cutting and prep and all that kind of stuff? And then when do we lift and do it? And do we do that all on the same day? Do we do that? I mean, what does that look like? I don't know what you guys need as far as getting in here and doing what work at what point, right?
It can all be done in one day.
Yep.
If that's what you want to do, or if need be in sections. So we'd come, cut everything, get everything prepped. And then, come back when you're ready.
Yeah. Because you guys probably don't do any of the erecting and bolting to the floor and all that kind of stuff. Normally, you guys just
Yes, I do.
You guys do some of that too.
I work for Omega Morgan.
Oh,
I'm in the union, so I do that,
Oh, okay.
stuff anyway.
Okay, so this is just like a sidekick for you then.
This is my
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well.
So
Here's what I would propose. I would propose that you well, first, let me ask you this. Like I said, I'm on a short time span here, and you said something about wanting to do stuff on the weekends or whatever it is. I really need this done no later than the weekend after Thanksgiving. Because I got people coming in here. Well, we're going to start training and building product on the 1st of December. Well, which means that I probably don't need a rack until the end of that week, or towards the end of that week, but I would just assume wrap it up before that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Sooner the better.
Yes.
You want it to be done. You
Yes.
don't want days before.
Yes.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Exactly. So it depends on your time frame. So I would say if it fits your schedule,
yeah,
then I would have you bid it for me both ways. One, you guys are just doing the modification and the fabrication and all that kind of stuff. My guys are going to come put the upright. In that case, it would be in 2 stages. So how I would look at it is you guys would come in here. I tell you, lop it off at 13.6, get it ready for the new I-beam, find me an I-beam, let's get the materials, all that kind of stuff ready to go. You guys come in here and I say, chop it off at 26 feet, sure it up on the end so it's structurally good.
Yeah.
And then that's phase 1. And then you guys go away, and then phase 2 is my guys put the 2 uprights in place, parallel to each other, bolt them to the ground, get them ready, get them prepped. We get the equipment, making sure that we can lift these things safely into position. And then phase 3 is you guys come in, slide the I-beams in there, do the elevated welding and work. My guys drop it down onto that unit, and then you guys continue to sure it up where you think it is. Do we need to put any extra support and plating and all that kind of stuff once we do that?
Okay.
So that would be the multi-phase approach.
Yes.
The other one is I say, I ain't doing shit. I want you to bid it all. We can supply people on the lifts, and if our heisters are available, there's no need bringing in all the cost in that equipment and scheduling all that.
Okay, because you have those.
We have heisters here. I don't know how much. I don't know. What do you think this thing weighs? By the time we lop it off and get rid of all this crap,
Yeah, not that much.
1,000 pounds or something, maybe. A couple 1,000 pounds.
Yeah. A couple at max.
Yeah. So as long as my heisters can get it up, because they're going to be lifting from here probably as well. So as long as they can get up to 13 and a half, 14 feet, I'm good.
Okay. Is there another bay door that, forklift would do it too.
Yeah. Are you trying to get equipment in here or something?
Well, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. So if to drive like a mobile truck in here or something like that?
Yeah, with a lift on it and.
Yeah. So does that have enough height?
Oh yeah, that has enough height there.
Does this have enough height?
Yeah, and you have a forklift.
Yeah.
So the forklift will lift that.
Oh, it's just a mobile unit, not like a truck you're driving in here. We pick it up off your bed and take it in here and bring it in here. And
I have my truck has that crane lift, et cetera, on it. So that's just one thing. But the gas, the smoke, et cetera, you don't want that in here.
Right.
But a forklift would be more than adequate to get it up to the height
that you need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and we have bigger ones too. We use a lot of.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Big lumber and stuff. We can take a walk and look at the equipment that we have too, just to make sure. But what we don't have is, I don't have any place to plug in welders or any of that kind of stuff. So you almost got to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I can. I have the generators and stuff. I can run those outside, so there won't be any smoke or anything else in here. And then, go ahead and cut it, weld it up where it needs to be. And sure things up. And the height on this is, you said, 13?
So we're actually, this is a little pain in my ass too. This is about 13.1 to the bottom of that pipe. I'm going to have them hopefully coming in this week to reroute it. So they're going to run it down that way and come across to open this up. But that beam, one of these beams is like almost 15. This one's like 14 something. So the height of this, I think is 18 inches from here to here.
One there, to there.
And I need to be 12.4 from the ground. So 12.4, 13.4, 13.10. So this will be right about 13.10, and this is about 3 inches. So your I-beam's going to be about 13.7, 13.9, or something like that.
What size I-beam do you want to put in there?
Well, so beans, this is a proven fixture already. They were running it with a 6-inch, the same thing as the upright. So they had a 6-inch I-beam running across the top of it with this side bracing. And they had 4 of these monorails on here, and they were running 2 doors, and it was 40 foot long and all that kind of stuff. So in my mind, if we put back what was there, it should be more than adequate to hold everything that's in place.
So do you want to use the I-beam that you have here? Or
well, no, we can't, because we have to be able to slide it in there, and it has all this cross bracing. And I want to keep this because later on,
you're going to reuse it.
I want to use the adjustability on this side of the rack.
Okay.
And so when we get an I-beam, what we're going to do is get one that's long enough that meets this dimension here, so I can put this block back on here.
Yeah.
And then we're leaving all the, this is where it gets a little tricky. You know, my guys might have to come take some of these hydraulics off because you're going to be cutting that somewhere around here. But I want to leave this infrastructure here later down the road when we have time to come back and make this outside one adjustable again so it can run up and down.
Okay.
I just don't have the time to do that right now.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So then it would be just, we'd need to source, whether that's you, us, I don't even know where you get steel these days. Basically an I-beam this long, or maybe if not just a little bit longer. Yeah. Because it's got to house that exactly in the same plane as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that can be done. That's a 6-inch I-beam, right?
Yeah, it's 6 by like 3 5/16 or 3 something.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Not very complicated for you, right?
Well, you know,
Complicated in my mind, but
yeah.
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it seems like it.
Yeah, it's just scheduling, just getting everything together,
Right?
And just cutting it, taking the time to do that, modifying, getting everything just right, square and level, and coming back, putting it up. Drilling, bolting, and
So is that, and it looks like that's what they did before. Is that?
yeah, they've already modified.
Is that where you come in here and you put some cross braces in here so you keep the width all together before you start lopping stuff off? Or?
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would definitely support it first,
That's
and
what
then
they
come
did.
back and
Yeah, because
that.
again, we have to be able to get it elevated without the top I-beam on it, so we're going to need cross bracing and support to be able to get it upright and stuff like that.
Of course. All right. And so, yeah, you guys, did you use that did you use that forklift to bring that in here, or use that?
No, we had riggers that came and brought all this equipment in, so they had all the fancy stuff that you pick it up and do all this on 2 ends and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, so it came off a flatbed from Wisconsin. They brought it in. But we can take a quick walk and I can show you the list that we have. And if you go, oh shit, you need something bigger than that, then we can figure that out.
It's a big place.
Yeah, we're about 160,000 square feet. We got this facility and the facility across the road there and stuff. So